Good morning and welcome back to my channel. Happy Saturday. Today is an especially happy Saturday for me because I woke up in my new house. So a week ago today I did move to the beaches. I'm obsessed. I've never been happier. I'm 5 minutes walk from the beach, which is amazing. So as you saw this morning, I woke up, did some chores, had a little spot of coffee, and what I've been trying to do before I do anything else is get back into my water. So I used to be really on top of my water and I was smashing 2 of those bottles a day and they're like 2.2 liters. So with the move and packing and stress, that's something that I got not so good at. So I'm trying to get back into that, and I find just waking up and starting with water just makes me feel so good, like digestive wise. Yeah, drinking as much as I can, and it also helps my overall water consumption throughout the day. And then had a little cheeky pre-workout breakfast, and today's workout was just a run. It's gorgeous and sunny and too nice not to go for a run by the beach, and running is something else I'm trying to work on. Everything's a mess right now. Since I ran my half marathon a couple of months ago, running is something else that's kind of just fallen apart for me. It was winter, freezing cold, raining, no motivation to run. But now that it is warm and sunny and I'm by the beach, I have absolutely no excuse, and that's something else I'm really keen to get back into. So I did a little bit of a post-run stretch, and now we are going to go for a walk, get a real coffee, and hopefully get some food for breakfast. I'm quite hungry and I don't think I have a lot in the fridge.
Hi, takeaway. Can I get a large long black with a dash of almond milk, please? Thank you.
Breakfast is served. So super simple, super easy. It's just eggs, zucchini, tomato, bit of avo, tossed through some spinach. Welcome to my kitchen. So after breakfast I spent most of the morning just doing general life admin, unpacking more boxes, and now I'm ready to have some fun, and by that I mean bake. I love baking, and I love baking healthy-ish versions of, I guess, not healthy treats. So today I'm going to be baking some banana bread because I have some bananas and these guys look ready. The most important part about baking with bananas is making sure they look like this, or like even browner and spottier. They're super green or yellow, like this guy. They're not ripe enough and the sugar hasn't like gotten out. I don't really know. If they're brown and spotty, they will taste sweet and delicious in your baking. If they're not ripe enough, it just won't be sweet enough. These are the ingredients we will be using. Most of them I'll probably chuck a couple more in once we start baking, but I've got some almond meal and some LSA because I don't have that much almond meal. I've got some coconut sugar, baking powder, cinnamon, maca powder up the back. I normally have almond butter, but since I'll be using a significant amount and most of the banana bread's actually going to be for my boyfriend, I'm going to use his peanut butter. Got some bananas, some almonds, and then some eggs. The first thing we want to do for our banana bread is to pop the oven on to about 180 Celsius to preheat. You then want to get a reasonably large mixing bowl, and I'm just going to toss all of these bananas in here and mash them up with a fork. And you basically just want to keep mashing it until it's pretty much like liquid, because this is kind of like the wet ingredient. To your bananas, you want to add about 1.5 cups of flour. So I'm doing a cup of almond meal and a 1/2 cup of the LSA since I ran out of almond meal. A 1/4 cup of coconut sugar. I'm using this one that I got from Aldi and it's actually really good. So give that a little bit of a stir. I'm also going to toss in 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, a tablespoon of cinnamon. Now, I love cinnamon and I put it in everything. So if you don't like cinnamon as much, or if you don't want it to have a really cinnamony flavor, maybe start with a teaspoon and work up from there. But I just love it. I think it's so good. Right. Putting a lot in. Oh, and maca powder as well. It tastes really good. I love it. And it's also really good at balancing your hormones, which sounds helpful. So I'm going to put a tablespoon of this in as well. And mix that together with my 2 eggs. So that's basically what it looks like at the moment. I'm just kind of stirring it through to get the lumps out and make sure it's combined really well. And now for the peanut butter. I'm going to go ham on this. I'm going to put a 1/4 cup of peanut butter, and basically I prefer almond butter, but this is actually a pretty good peanut butter. So the ingredients are 99.3% roasted peanuts and then salt, which is pretty good. So if you are buying nut butters, I do recommend kind of checking out the ingredients because some of them are terrifying. And so just for a little bit of extra protein and really good source of omega-3, I'm going to chuck some chia seeds in there. I'm just going to do a tablespoon of those as well. And I'm also going to pop in my almonds, which, yum, give it a really nice texture, a really nice crunch. Walnuts also go really well, but today I had almonds, so that's what we're using. Basically just going to very roughly chop these up. And just to make sure it doesn't dry out or anything when we cook it, I'm also going to pop in some almond milk, and I think I'm going to do a 1/4 cup of that as well. And then just give it a mix. Perfect. So you want to try it before you pop it into the oven, because if something's missing, you want to know about it. But you also basically want it to be really, really sweet. So if you taste it before it's cooked and it's like not that sweet, put more sugar or a sweetener in. Basically should be like 10 times sweeter than what you want it to be. before you cook it. But this is what my batter looks like. It's a little bit gloopy, which is good. It means it's not going to dry out. So we're going to grab a tin and pop it in. I got this, which is the cutest little like pink silicone baking tray from Woolworths for $8. So do yourself a favor and get one because they're great. I'm just going to grease it up with a little bit of coconut oil and pour your mixture in. And we're going to pop this guy in the oven for about 20 minutes. And then we'll check on him and see if he is ready. And so while I wait for him to cook, I will be cleaning this. So it's been 20 minutes. I just checked on my banana bread and the top is looking good, but it's still a little bit raw on the inside. So I've popped him back in the oven and I'll give it another 15-ish. Check again. I left him in for another 20 minutes after the original 20 minutes, so 40 minutes in total. And I've mostly let him cool down, but that looks so good. And I can confirm that this is delicious. So I'm going to finish this vlog here. I'll just keep eating the banana bread, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed cooking some banana bread with me. If you did like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, as it does really support my channel. Let me know if you want to see me cook more things now that I'm in a new kitchen. But otherwise, have a wonderful day and I'll see you next time.